He became the creator. Himself became the creation. Can you imagine lowering yourself to that extent to become like what you've created? He did that. Then he lived a perfect life. He left so much of his glory and power in heaven. But even yet, he was totally God, totally man. He lived a perfect life. He was tempted as man in the things we were tempted in, it says in the Word. And yet, he remained sinless. He remained perfect. He didn't do the things that would be the easy way out. He did the things that were the necessary way out. After living and teaching, he went to the cross. He was abused and slapped and spit upon and beaten and whipped. A crown of thorns was shoved upon his head. He stumbled to the cross, carrying his own cross to Golgotha. He gave up his last breath and his last drop of blood on the hill. He was dead. For the first time in the world, in eternity, he said, my God, why have you forsaken me? Why did God the Father forsake the Son? Because he couldn't look upon your sin and my sin that was upon our Lord's shoulders. Everything you've ever done wrong, everything you ever will do wrong, and from every one of us in the world was on his shoulders that day. And God couldn't look upon it. There was a separation there. He was buried. But the truth of the story is he rose again. He rose again. And not only he rose again, he ascended to the right hand of God. But friends, we need to understand that this was love. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. This is the purest and most perfect exemplification of love there ever has been. So that you and I could be reconciled to him and spend an eternity with him. Can you see the love of God just in the life of Jesus alone, if nothing else? It was there. The love of God as seen in Jesus, as we've seen earlier, is incomprehensible. It says in Ephesians 3:16 that he would grant you, according to the riches of his glory, to be strengthened with power through his Spirit in the inner man, so that Christ may dwell in your hearts through faith, and that you, being rooted and grounded in love, may be able to comprehend with all the saints what is the breadth and length and height and depth, and to know the love of Christ that surpasses knowledge, that you may be filled up to all of the fullest. It surpasses knowledge. Human knowledge, we can't understand it, but we're told to strive to, because we're filled with that love. Jesus Christ our Lord lives in us. We have that love in us, and we are told to understand it so that we can